Ah, Hunt. I've got a little job for you.
What's that, Miss Ferguson?
You're going to pay a visit on the women after lights out.
How am I going to do that?
Oh, I'll let you in. Then it's up to you to wake them and have a little chat. Remind them that their top dog has gone and they need protection.
Protection against what?
Just $2 a week, Hunt. That's cheap rates for health benefits. They'll love it.
Some of the women haven't got much cash, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, and I've made allowances for that, Hunt. There are other things they can do. Like inform on anyone who's against Stevens.
Geez, I don't think anyone will lag, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, they will. Smith's reign is over, Hunt. There are new rules now, and you're going to help see that they're obeyed, aren't you?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Good.
Right, now, that's all right. Serviettes.
Come up, we're here. Come and meet the most wonderful girl in the world.
Pleased to meet you, Jenny.
How do you do, Mrs. Jackson?
Morris. Mrs. Morris.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, come on, Mum. Aren't you going to say anything?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling very well. I'll just go and turn off the oven.
Hang on a minute, Jen. I'll just find out what's going on. What the hell's the matter with you? You could have at least said hello.
I'm sorry. Where did you say you'd met her?
On the ship. But what's that got to do with it? I'd never have boarded you if I knew you were going to act like that. Come on, Jen. We're going out to dinner.
What a sweet pick.
Oh, no thanks, Lizzie. I only drink champagne.
Ooh, frog stuff. Well, I could do with a drop of scotch myself. How about you, Cass?
Oh, well, just a little nip, thanks, Lizzie. Jeez, what'd you put in it? God, I reckon it's taking the lining off me throat. Oh, I mean, it's real nice, but jeez.
Oh, just a few spuds and things I found in the kitchen. I'll tell you what, it's a bloody sight better than the last brew we had. Some dill forgot to wash out the shampoo bottle. We had bubbles coming out of our mouth.
Oh, Lizzie, look, I reckon I'd better give it back to you before I get tiddly.
How did you get in here?
How do you reckon? Stick your head outside the door and I'll bet you London to a brick the bloody freaks
Okay,
out
shut
there.
up and listen. Me and Francis are collecting for the Prisoners' Health Benefit Fund.
Like bloody hell you are.
Do you want me to break your other arm?
Ah!
All you gotta do is pay up and you won't get hurt.
Well, what's the Prisoners' Health Benefit Fund?
Anyone that doesn't pay up doesn't stay healthy, right?
Right. Okay, Parker. $2.
Oh, you can't ask her. She's new. That's not fair. Don't you pay, love?
It's okay, Liz. It's okay. I don't want any trouble. Ever seen a pizza run over by a truck?
No.
Well, that's what you're going to look like if you don't pay up. You two better play ball, otherwise we're going to rearrange your features for you.
Here. That's all I've got.
Dust. Good. I knew you'd see it our way. Sweet dreams.
Thieving bloody mongrels.
I think I will have that drink now, Lizzie.
Good. Any trouble?
No, it was a breeze.
Oh, get a move on. A long way to go.
Where do you put it all? You're as skinny as a rake.
Would you like some more, Bill?
No, no, thanks. So better stop here, Ray.
Oh, it's all right. Don't take any notice of them. Home, my brother always has 4 helpings. Well, how about some coffee, then?
You got any tea?
Sure, black or white?
Oh, white with 3 sugars, thanks.
Okay.
Sit down, Rosie. I'll make it.
Oh, thanks, Lou.
Rosemary tells me you live quite near her father.
Yeah, that's right. About 100 down the road.
What do you think of the big smoke?
Pretty easy to get lost. All them streets and all them crazy drivers racing around everywhere. I'm really worried in case I prank Dad's ute.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Why are city people always in such a hurry?
Good question. If ever you find the answer, you let me know, won't you? Girls, I think we've got a few things to do, haven't we?
Bill, about that letter, I guess you think I'm a bit weird.
Oh, no more weird than me. I guess answering a crazy ad like that in the first place, well...
Your old Pixie got so many replies. I suppose she thought she should give some to some of her friends.
Yeah, well, she sounds like good fun. Anyway, it's been real nice bumping into you again like this, Rosemary.
Yeah, me too.
Are you working tomorrow?
Wish I was. I quit my job, remember?
Oh. And how'd you like to drown your sorrows over dinner then?
You mean lunch?
Yeah, I know this great place that has steaks as big as your plate.
Oh, great. Don't tell Wally, though, he's a vegetarian.
Okay, you lot, shower time. Come on, Mason, get a move on.
Don't, Miss Ferguson, I've got an awful headache.
Come on, Mason. Out.
Any trouble, Miss Ferguson?
No, everything's all right.
What's this? Oh, dear.
Okay, Mason, where did this come from?
What are you asking her for? You
Shut up, Birdsworth. Well, Mason, we're waiting.
Well, I was about to take a shower yesterday and, well, there it was, as large as life. And so I thought to myself, well, somebody's obviously left it behind. And so I picked it up thinking I'd take it back this morning to see whose it was.
How did it get in here, then?
I don't know. It must have fallen out of my sponge bag.
Yeah, I'll bet. All right, Birdsworth. What do you know about it?
Well, she doesn't know anything because I brought it in when nobody was looking.
I just helped her polish it off.
Very noble, Birdsworth, but where did it come from?
3 guesses.
All right. Mrs. Barry, I think these two have got a bit of explaining to do when the governor comes in.
Indeed. What about this one?
Oh, no, she's all right. She only arrived last night. Okay, get to the showers.
You're up early?
I couldn't sleep. Had too much on my mind.
About Jenny, Marty.
Why were you so rude to her, Mum?
Well, it was just that...
Look, can you imagine how embarrassed I was? I mean, what got into you?
It's just that... Well, I don't think she's the right girl for you.
Well, how can you say that? You only saw her for a couple of minutes. I'll tell you this much, she's the most decent girl I've ever met, and I'm going to marry her.
Marry her?
Yeah, I asked her last night and she accepted.
You hardly know her. You've got to give it more time.
Oh, you just don't understand, Mum. Looks like Jenny was right.
What do you mean?
Well, she said mothers often get jealous when their sons first bring home the girl they want to marry.
Marty. Morning, Miss Ferguson.
Morning, Governor.
What's this I hear about Mason being drunk this morning?
Precisely. And I found this in her cell. Birdsworth admitted to helping her drink it. She probably provided it too, knowing her. I've got them both outside.
All right, bring them in.
Come on.
You don't look at all well, Mason.
Could I please sit down, Mrs. Reynolds?
This won't take long, especially if I get the answers I'm looking for. Now, where did this come from?
Well, it was in the showers yesterday. I thought it was shampoo, but it certainly didn't taste like shampoo.
This is not a joking matter, Mason. You helped her, Birdsworth?
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
Have either of you any idea where this came from?
No, Mrs. Reynolds.
I want a thorough search of the prison, Miss Ferguson, and keep an eye open for any containers which might have been used for brewing.
Of course, Governor. I'll attend to it immediately.
As for you two, you'll lose all privileges until this matter is cleared up.
used to work one just like it at Barnhurst. Mind if I have a go? Oh, it's funny, you know. Looks exactly the same. Feels different to work. Thanks, Sonia.
All right, back to work.
Well, Roberts, your mates have done it again.
What?
Okay, everybody out. Cell search.
What for?
You'll find out, Harvey. Now move.
Morning, team. Very resty. Sorry I'm late, old boy. Had to take the wife to the vet.
You what?
No, not her, unfortunately. She found a little baby opossum injured under the veranda. She's got some crazy idea about rearing it.
Talking of crazy, I've got a letter here from your fiancé.
You beauty. I am pleased to inform you that out of hundreds of applicants, I have chosen you as my fiancé.
Your wife's going to be delighted.
Not mine, old boy. Yours, remember?
Yeah. Glad you told me what was happening. Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather when I saw dear Mr. West was engaged.
Dear Mr. West. Well, there's a story there, all right? Here, lend us your driver's license, will you?
You're kidding.
Might need some ID at the prison.
Sure you don't want my jacket too?
No, it's the wrong colour. Listen, if anyone wants me, tell them I'm at good old Wentworth digging up one hell of a story.
Hey, just make sure you don't get me married.
I hope this is not going to be a repeat of the sugar episode, Miss Ferguson.
I can assure you, Governor, we have made a thorough search of the prison and the grounds.
Then someone's falling down on the job. First we find sugar and yeast, and now homemade alcohol. Why wasn't it found during the first search?
Perhaps you should ask Mrs. Powell. She was the officer in charge. Look, as I see it, Governor, there was only one bottle, and Birdsworth hid it on her person until the search was over.
That still doesn't explain where it came from in the first place.
Well, I would say that it was the last of a brew made ages ago, and the sugar and the yeast were for a new batch.
All right, Miss Ferguson. I hope you're right. Otherwise, I'd say we had a problem in our own ranks.
Okay, ladies, taking orders for the Wentworth Wine Shop.
Yeah, how much?
$1 a bottle, and it's a real good brew too, isn't it, Lizzie?
Oh, Frances, how could you?
She'd drink anything and wouldn't know the difference.
Right, I tasted your brew before. Kills the taste.
What about you, Mason?
Oh, I couldn't. I'd be sick.
I'll put you down for 3.
Oh, but
Reckon you could go half a dozen?
Oh, no thanks, Phyllis.
Come on, Cass. It'll put hairs on your chest, make a man out of you.
Oh, now that's a good one.
I reckon you've already got hairs on your chest, haven't you, Cass? Come on, give us a look. I bet you
can't
have.
feel
Come on.
nubbies.
All right, that's enough. There's plenty of other customers. What about our geriatric alcoholic?
Don't be so bloody rude. Anyway, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even have any stuff. Which reminds me, I'm on staff, so I reckon I should have a discount.
Sorry, Birdsworth, no discount.
I'll put you down for a dozen, Birdbrain.
Relax, Birdsworth. I was never one to interfere with a little private enterprise, you know that.
How come they're so sure there's any booze anyway? I mean, the screws never found none on the search.
Good tucker, eh?
It's lovely.
Not like you get back home, but pretty good for the city.
Well, it's a nice change from what we get at Driscoll. If Wally cooks, it's veggie burgers, and when the others cook, it's heaps of chips.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice bloke for someone that doesn't eat meat. What do you like better, city or the country?
Oh, the country. Well, there's not much to do there, unless you're married. They say there's better job opportunities in the city, but lately I'm beginning to wonder.
Think you'd ever go back?
I don't know. Depends.
Rosemary,
Yes?
how'd you like? I mean, seeing you're not having much luck down here. Look, I'm not one for all that romantic stuff.
It's all right. Neither am I.
What I'm trying to say is... Oh, hell, how'd you like another beer?
Right, mail call, ladies.
Oh, anything for me, Mrs. M?
Sorry, Lizzie. Mason? 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 And Mason.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hunt, Shaw,
for me,
Murray.
hidden.
Right, that's it, ladies. Roberts? Governor would like to see you.
Hey, this must be from one of Pixie's rejects. I wonder how he got my name.
I sent one for you. What'd you come up with? Anything
Get
good?
out of this. Dear Phyllis, I'm sure from your letter that you must be a charming young lady. Oh, I've never been called that before.
I wonder why.
Geez, he looks a real nice bloke too. He's called Simon.
Give that here. Whoa, what a spunk. I bet you're sorry you didn't keep this one, Pix.
Well, I've already married a Simon. It'd be too confusing if I had another one. Well, nobody would know which one I was talking about. Anyway, I have enough fiancés now.
How come?
Well, I made a few changes to the letters. I didn't want anyone to feel rejected.
Oh, you're not thinking of marrying the whole bang lot of them, are you,
Oh, but
love?
it's only an engagement, Lizzie. I can always change my mind later on, can't I?
Oh, Pix, there's no hope for you.
Wally? Wally, where are you?
Who wants me?
It's me, Rosemary. Have you got a minute?
No, but that hasn't stopped everybody else from giving me a hard time. What's the problem?
Oh, Wally, I've just had the most wonderful day.
Good, good. I don't want to hear about any more problems. Oh, that's right. You went out to lunch with Bill, didn't you? Where'd he take you?
Well, the pub opposite the park. That's not what I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you.
slow down, slow down. What's this all about?
Bill asked me to marry him.
Boy, these country boys sure work fast, don't they?
Oh, not Bill. Oh, gosh, it was funny. Well, I sort of knew what he was trying to say. He took so long about it, I had to help him along a bit.
Hang on a minute. I wouldn't call popping the question on the first date exactly dragging the chain. What'd you say to him?
Well, I told him I'd think about it and give him the answer tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You're not serious.
Why do you say it like that? I thought you'd be happy about it.
Oh, yeah, well, don't get me wrong. It's just, can I ask an old-fashioned question like, do you love him?
Gee, I don't know. I only just met him.
Then how can you
Oh,
possibly...
look, I can love him later, Wally. Well, Dad always said the most important thing was to like someone first. Well, I like him a lot. He's terrific. And he's really hard work. You only have to look at his hands to see that.
Rosie.
Oh, look, I know I'm not worth much in the city, but I'm a really good farmhand.
And you do like him? Well, like your dad said, that's the main thing.
Afternoon. I'd like to see Miss Pixie Mason, please.
Your name?
Tom Rowlands. I'm her fiancé. Well, I will be. We haven't met yet, but I wrote her a letter and...
Yes, Mr. Rowlands, we know all about it. Just sign this book, please.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Certainly can. I'm Andy West, Pixie Mason's fiancé.
Sorry? What did you say?
Andy West.
No, something about a fiancé.
I'm here to see Pixie Mason. She's my fiancé.
Like hell she is. She's going to marry me, and I can prove it. Look, don't worry about the first bit, but there's the bit where she agrees to be engaged to me.
Well, I think she makes it pretty clear here that I'm her fiancé, don't you?
How do I know your letter's not a fake?
I'm sorry, old boy, but I could say the same thing, couldn't I?
Mrs. Reynolds, there's a slight complication here at the front desk.
I thought you said there were only two.
There were. The other two just arrived.
Well, any idea if one of them's a journalist?
Well, we checked their identification, but that doesn't tell us much.
Gentlemen, I think you'll agree that this whole thing has gone far enough. I'm very sorry, but I think it'd be better if you all just left.
I don't know about that.
Look, I came here to see my fiancée.
Didn't you all?
Oh, surely you can see how impossible the situation is.
I don't know much about this sort of thing, but doesn't a prisoner have a right to visitors?
Oh, that's right, but this is rather unusual.
Does that matter?
And is there a limit to the number of visitors at any one time?
Well, an inmate can have up to 4 visitors.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really see the problem.
All right, you've made your point.
All right then, boys. Who's going to be first?
I just come to see...
Don't tell us. We already know. You're Pixie Mason's fiancé.
Yes, I am, actually.
I suppose you're another one.
Yes.
Well, Governor, that seems to take care of things. The regulations are quite clear on this situation.
That's right, Miss Ferguson. Well, I have no intention of trying to eliminate any of you, so I suggest we call the whole thing off.
There's no need for that. We'll toss a coin. See who misses out.
Yeah.
Right, boys?
Just don't ask.
Let's get more of the women on the side.
Oh, I couldn't be top dog, Lizzie. Shh. Look, anyway, Sonia's doing okay. She's got the booze organised and the numbers games. Now, what do you want someone else for?
Because we told you about all the terrible things they do.
I don't know. Sonia seems real nice to me.
Who do you think put Phyllis and Francis up into bullying the women into the protection racket? Sonia and the freak, of course.
Kaz, we just need someone to help us. Look, you wouldn't have to give any orders. I'm sure Lizzie can do all that. Well, she just needs someone with her, just in case. Oh, you know what I mean.
Oh, no way. No, I'm not bashing anyone. I hate hurting people.
Oh, no. Is that little meeting over with? Or do we have to do your work for you?
Yes, we're coming. Sorry.
Look, I'm real sorry. I just can't do it.
Well, nice of you to come. I thought you'd gone on strike.
How could we without the shop steward's permission?
Never mind the back chat, just get on with the sheets.
Haven't you forgotten something? I don't have to work if I don't feel like it. Oh, good, I love what the governor want to see you about.
You wouldn't believe it, Lizzie. I can hardly believe it myself.
But they've changed their minds and they're letting you out of here?
No. But the department approved my marriage to Scott.
We're just getting married!
Oh, hey, will you get to wear a dress and everything?
Oh, a wedding, I don't believe it. And when will the happy occasion be?
We don't know yet.
Oh, well, this calls for a celebration. Everybody get it out.
Here is to the happy couple. Cheers.
Yeah, and I wish you all the happiness you wish yourselves in a long and happy lifetime.
Suppose there's no point in asking what the noise was all about.
Well, Petra's getting married.
Yeah, we were just wishing them the best of luck, Mrs. Bell.
Good. Now it's time to get back to work. Except you, Mason. You have several visitors.
Oh, my fiancés, they're here.
Oh, don't forget that reporter bloke.
Gee, I love weddings.
Oh, that damn Pixie Mason is turning this place into a circus.
Oh, don't knock it. She's given me the first smile I've had all day.
Problems?
Yes, you could say that. Family ones.
What, the girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Beck. Give it time. I think you're worrying over nothing. Now, most mothers do get overprotective when their kids start getting romantically involved.
No, if that were the problem, I'd be well over it by now.
Well, what is it?
I met Jenny last night. Only she isn't Jenny. She's Randy Goodlove.
You are joking. My God, what did you do?
Oh, I just didn't know how to handle it. I mean, they say they're engaged.
Oh. Well, one thing's for certain. Your son's certainly not going to thank you for telling him that his fiancée is a high-priced call girl.
I just can't believe she loves him.
Forget that. Do they ever change their spots?
Yes, well, that's what's preying on my mind. Can you imagine it? Business as usual, whenever he's at sea.
Well, you're just going to have to meet her and warn her off.
Oh, Colleen, I just don't know how I'm going to face her.
Look, all you've got to do is to tell her that you'll let Marty know what she really is. She'll run a mile.
I hope so.
What do you like doing in your spare time? That is, when you're not in here.
Oh, well, I like going to movies, especially romantic ones.
Do you like books too?
Oh, yes. And when the hero takes the heroine into his arms, well, you know they're going to have a lovely wedding and everything will be just wonderful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you like living in the city or the country?
Oh, well, I don't mind either, really. Although I have seen some wonderful little places in the country that would just be lovely places to get married in.
What's wrong?
Oh, no.
Did I say something to upset you? You were saying you like country churches.
Time's up.
Well, Pixie, I can drop you a line and perhaps I can come and see you again.
Hi there. You must be Pixie. I'm Andy West, and oh, that just had to be Dracula's mother, eh?
Oh, hi. I'm pleased to meet you, Andy. You know, that man who just left was a newspaper reporter.
No.
Yes. He pretended to be interested in marrying me just so he could make a story out of it.
Well, that's terrible, Pixie.
Yes, well, luckily I was clever enough to pick him up. You know, none of the men I've met today have been exactly what I had in mind. Oh, not you, of course. Well, I think you're rather lovely.
Thanks, Pixie. Well, now, tell me, how did you come to find yourself in here?
Oh, just bad luck, really. I'm not a criminal, you know. I just happen to get married a lot.
Well, that's not illegal, is it?
Well, it shouldn't be, but you see, I am against divorce. Well, they're so depressing, aren't they?
They certainly can be.
Now, weddings. Oh, there's something special. I always feel like a queen when I'm wearing a wedding dress, standing in front of the altar, swearing to be true forever.
Every time?
Oh, yes. Well, there's something so uplifting about marriages. And all of my husbands, well, they've been absolutely wonderful.
Would you really consider getting married again?
Oh, I dream of it. Well, I think it's so terribly unfair that they happen to put me in jail just because I'm so against divorce.
I'm sorry, Pixie. I'd better get going.
You see? You don't believe me either.
Not at all. It's been refreshing to meet someone who really believes in the romance of marriage.
Well, will you come and visit me again, Auntie?
I don't think that'd be a good idea, Pixie.
There you are. You think I'm awful.
Not at all, I don't. I think you're a lovely, sensitive lady and far too good for me. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Miss Ferguson.
Not enough work, Stevens.
I'd like a word with you.
All right. Get on with it.
Well, it's about Birdsworth.
What's our senior citizen up to now?
I think she and Mason are trying to get Cass Parker on side.
What about the others?
Well, Roberts is sure to stick with them, and the rest could follow.
Well, how does Parker feel about it?
It's hard to say. She seems docile enough, but after what you said, I don't want to take any chances.
Very wise, Stevens. She can make mincemeat out of you without raising a sweat.
Not with me if it comes to anything physical. That's why I pay Hunt so well.
Right, well, I suppose we'd better just keep our eye on things. Make sure that Parker doesn't get any high ideas.
I think a word to Birdsworth and Mason might take care of that.
Yeah? All right.
And I was just starting to get to like the one called Tom when I saw a notebook in his pocket and I realised he must have been the reporter.
Bloody hell, I hope you let him have one full.
Oh, I think he realised I was on to him.
Didn't any of them appeal to you?
Oh, well. Well, there was one called Andy West. I thought he was really interesting and so gentle, but, well, he's not coming back again.
I hope you didn't let him get away.
He didn't give me any choice, Lizzie. He said I was too good for him.
What a rotten thing to say. Still, I suppose he was probably right.
Don't worry, Pixie. Maybe you'll get some more letters.
Oh, I hope not. As far as I'm concerned, this whole thing has been a thorough waste of time.
Oh, not for us it wasn't. You should have seen those screws running around in circles when all those blokes came in. I thought Bowface was going to have a stroke. Pixie, I must admit you do add a certain light relief to this place.
Yeah, love, you mean a lot to us.
Well, I'm glad you all got something out of it, because it certainly didn't do anything for me. I think I'll have to try that mental illness thing again if I'm ever going to get out of here.
Well, just stay around long enough for my wedding. It wouldn't be the same without you, Pixie.
Petra, I've been thinking. I think I'll organise to have all of my wedding dresses brought in here, and then you can choose which one you want for the wedding.
Oh, get her. Some people have fun collecting stamps. She gets her fun by saving up wedding dresses.
That's lovely of you, Pixie, and thank you. But I think Scott wants to organise a dress for me.
Not to worry, Pigs. You and me will be able to find plenty of things to help.
All right, you lot, pack up. Parker, get rid of that mess.
Oh, yeah, Miss Ferguson.
Excuse me, Miss Ferguson.
What do you want, Birdsworth?
Pixie and me like to see the governor.
Right? Wait in the corridor.
Watch out for my arm.
Listen to me. A little birdie has told me that you two are trying to set up Parker as top dog.
Don't know what you're on about. Somebody's been feeding you with a load of rubbish.
Don't be so sure. But just remember, I call the shots around here, and you'll take orders from Stevens as long as it suits me.
It's not gonna last forever.
Oh, yes, it will. So it's a waste of time chatting up Parker. Besides, we can't have a screw killer to represent the women. Even Mrs. Bleeding Heart Morris wouldn't listen to a screw killer. Now move. Be careful what you say to the governor.
What did you want to see me about?
About Petra's wedding, Mrs. Reynolds. We'd like to give a bit of a hand with the preparation.
Do you really think that I should let you take part when you're under punishment?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the booze.
I hadn't.
Well, supposing you stopped our buyout privileges for a while and then we could just help with the wedding.
Yes, well, it would give us all such a lift, Mrs. Reynolds.
And I can make the wedding cake and all the others could help with the decoration.
What a good idea. And then we could all put in some money, Mrs. Reynolds, and we can buy wedding presents and wrap them up and everything.
Governor, don't you see what this is going to do to discipline? These women will have their heads in the clouds and we won't get any work out of them.
Oh, there wouldn't be any trouble, Mrs. Reynolds. The others would be too busy getting ready for the wedding.
Oh, yes, you wouldn't be sorry, Mrs. Reynolds.
All right. But you'll both have to lose a further buyout, and if there's any trouble, I'll stop your involvement immediately.
Oh, good on you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Yeah, we'll come up as soon as possible, I promise. You will. Love you. Bye.
How things going, love?
Oh, great. That was Dad. I've told him I've decided to marry Bill.
Now, you really are sure this is what you want to do?
Yeah, I've thought it all out.
Well, then I wish you the best. Both of you.
Thanks. Oh, just wish Judy was here. I hate leaving when you've got so much to worry about.
Oh, you've got your own life to worry about. And I tell you what, it's going to make Judy's day when she hears how everything's worked out so well. You know, you really are one of Driscoll's success stories.
Oh, thanks, Wally. Thanks for everything you've done for me.
You're worth it. Tell you what, get in the blower and invite Bill over for tea. That is, if you think we got no food in the house.
And we got everything we asked for, didn't we, Peck?
Ferguson wouldn't have liked that.
Didn't she? Hated it.
Hey, you and me, we could make mincemeat out of Sonia and Ferguson. My brain, your muscle, we could miss.
I'll be round after tea to take the orders for the booze, right? How's the hot shot from Barnhurst?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Phyllis.
Found out you're not so big around Wentworth.
Nah, just the same.
You leave her alone, Phyllis, and get back to your own table. Sonia's getting jealous.
You shut your neck, Winkles, and you just have your money ready, all of it.
Now, where was I when we were so rudely interrupted? Oh, I know. The governor even gave us permission for me to make your wedding cake, love.
Oh, Lizzie, that'd be lovely. Well, I hope you can find the right ingredients, Lizzie.
Booze.
Huh?
Hey?
You can't make a wedding cake without booze.
Oh, well, you'll have to place an order with Phyllis.
God, that'd only be like gnat's pee. Now we've got to have something off the top shelf, like a good brandy or a sherry like Mrs. Davidson used to keep. Oh, yeah.
Come on, ladies, you're wasting your own recreation time. You all right, Lizzie?
Think I might have a bit of angina pectoris, Mrs. Sam. What? Oh, my old ticker's playing up again.
But you're not working, are you?
No, but my brain's getting a bit rusty and I reckon I need a change.
Do you have anything special in mind?
A little bit of light polishing or dusting.
With that arm?
Oh, I can easily use me left, Mrs. M.
All right, Lizzie, I'll see what I can organise.
Oh, good on you, Mrs. M. You're a good sport. Hey, Pixie, this is gonna be a ripper of a wedding cake.
Come in.
G'day, Mrs. Reynolds. I was wondering if I could do a bit of dusting or something.
Yes, all right, Lizzie, but keep it quiet.
Oh, you won't even know I'm here. God, look what I've done. I knocked it with me elbow.
Lizzie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll clean it up.
You better get someone else to do it.
Now I can do it. There. Finished, Mrs. Reynolds.
Well, I hope you're doing light duties only.
Oh, only light duties, Mrs. Powell.
Hello, Colleen. Nearly through.
No, that's not what I'm here for. We've got bad news, I'm afraid.
No worries, Wally. She'll fit right into our family.
I won't be sorry to see her leave the city, you know. It's not her scene at all. Oh, here she is. Well, have you got everything?
Yes.
You'll soon have those country roses back in those cheeks again.
Well, it'd be great to get back, Wally, but well, everything that's happened to me in the city's been worth it. I've made some really good friends.
You be happy.
Don't you worry, I'll take care of her.
Look, I know how much you've been worrying about Judy. I'll keep praying that she's okay.
Thanks, love. I'll drop you a line as soon as I know what's going to happen.
We better get there. We'll see ourselves off.
Okay. Good luck. Driscoll House.
Hi, Wally, it's me.
Hello. What's the problem?
The police have found Judy.
Damn.
She's on her way to Wentworth now.
Putting Judy back inside is going to be the absolute end for her.
I know, but we'll do everything we can to make things easier for her.
Thanks for letting me know.
I'll give you a call as soon as she arrives and you can come and see her, all right?
Yep. Bye.
Trying to make out you can read.
Oh, no. No, I learnt in primary school.
What do you know? An intellectual screw killer.
Guess what? I got all the booze we need for the cake.
How did you manage that?
Oh, dead easy, and Mrs. Reynolds didn't have a clue.
Oh, you took an awful chance, Lizzie.
No, I've got brains I haven't even used yet. It's really good stuff. A nice cognac. Pleasant on the bugle and smooth on the back palate.
Imported French, of course.
Oh, of course. Grown on the western slopes of Mont Blanc and spraying through the winemaker's sock.
Are you sure you've left enough for the cake, Lizzie?
Plenty. But had to check it out first, didn't I? But don't you worry, love. That cake's gonna be a piece of resistance.
Hey, there's a recipe in here for a cake, Lizzie.
You're reading it upside down, stupid. You should be in the happy house for half weeks, not here.
I didn't mean nothing. Just wanted to see if she'd get a bit of a fright, that's all. Phil?
I can't see her presenting us with any problems, fellas.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, we are serious, aren't we?
This is no ordinary lunch date, good love, and you know it.
You can call me Jenny.
I'll call you what I like. Now, do you want a drink or not?
No, thank you. I'm a girl of sober habits, remember?
I know all about your habits. So let's forget the play acting, shall we?
All right. Well, what's on your mind?
I want you to break off the engagement to my son.
And if I don't?
Well, I'll be forced to tell him exactly what you are. And about your conviction for soliciting.
You wouldn't take the risk. And even if you did, he'd never believe you.
I could produce proof.
Proof of what? That girl in the prison was Randy Goodlove, not sweet little Jenny. Of course, you could produce police photographs, but the quality of those isn't the best.
Your fingerprints are on file.
Correction, Mrs. Morris. Randy Goodlove's fingerprints are on file. And this little lady isn't about to volunteer to provide her prints so that you can make a comparison.
Oh, you're a calculating little bitch, aren't you?
Well, look on the bright side. You were the one who suggested I take a more respectable view of life. And now I'm going to. I'm getting married.
I promise you will never marry Marty. And somehow I'll make him see the truth about you, no matter what I have to do.
Go ahead. But remember, if you convince Marty, he'll hate you for it. If you don't, he'll marry me anyway and still hate you for it. Listen, the smartest thing you can do is to welcome me into the family. I promise I'll only carry on my business while Marty's away. I mean, you can learn to live with that.
You can't be serious.
Oh, yes, I am. Marty will be happy, I'll be happy, and you, well, 2 out of 3's not bad.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.